Do you find yourself bored in meetings? Are you overwhelmed by a packed calendar before your week even begins? Are you repeating the same debates and making the same decisions that you made just a few months ago? You see, few things are going to limit your capacity, slow your growth, and frustrate your people like lousy meetings. Yet most businesses have nothing but terrible meetings. They start late, they end even later. Each item runs long, and then you end up pushing more and more issues to the next meeting. You talk about an issue for 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden, someone remembers some new piece of data, shares it with the group, and it changes everything. So what do? You spend another 20 minutes debating the issue all over again. You make a decision, but then in the back of everyone's mind is this sneaking suspicion that there's still more critical information out there that you're missing. To overcome all of these issues, I teach my clients a relatively simple but incredibly effective process called the 4D process. Now, the 4Ds are this. There's data, debate, defer, and decide. Okay, so first let's talk about data. You need to start gathering and distributing high quality data before the meeting. This is a huge shift away from the make it up as we go agenda that most teams are using at this stage, but it is a massive time saver once you get a handle on it. Once you have great data, then it's time to have great debate. Now, I'd be willing that much of your debate right now, if you even have vibrant debate, is whether or not the data you're using is valid. Since we've already dealt with the data validity issue in the previous point, we can now focus on debating the actual issue at hand and debating the recommended solution for it. So then what do we mean by defer? Often, when you're reviewing data or debating an issue, you'll realize that you don't have all the information you need, or you don't have the right people in the room to make a high-quality decision. What most teams do is they blow right past this point, and then they spend another 20 minutes debating an issue that they can't possibly solve. You need to defer the topic as soon as you realize a high-quality decision cannot be made in this meeting. Finally, you need to talk about how decisions are actually made. Is it a vote? Does the CEO decide? There's not necessarily a right way of making a decision, but you have to define the way that you're going to make the decision. You also need to make sure that the next steps are clearly identified and assigned to somebody. In addition to a strong process, you need leaders who develop a strong decision-making and execution skills. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to dramatically cut down the gap between decision and execution in even an increasingly large organization.